I don't care anymore. I don't. Honestly, guys, if you enjoy this show, you're an absolute idiot. Seriously. This show sucked. And again, WWE continuing to place in plot holes, continuing to break the brand split, continuing to break that brand split, going against the brand split, taking people away from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw for no reason at all. Tonight we had the return of Tamina Snuka. We had her return tonight, and she's now a part of the Monday Night Raw roster. Gee, I wonder how this happened. How this happened. Did she magically get traded to Monday Night Raw through the Superstar Shakeup? Oh, maybe she wasn't drafted, or maybe she wasn't drafted during this year's Superstar Shakeup. She must have became a free agent, right? Give me a break. A Superstar Shakeup is not a draft. It's not a trade. You're just magically picking people out of a hat to go to another brand. It's not a trade. It's not a draft. People are magically going there. They're just told, you're on this show. You're on this show. And if my memory has been correct, since 2017, Tamina has been a part of the SmackDown brand. Tamina was not drafted until 2017. She was injured during the 2016 draft, and when she made her return in 2017, she joined SmackDown. So now, so she gets injured again, and then this time she's on Raw without any explanation why she's on Raw. Again, I asked the question, how did this happen? Exactly, you have no answer. And besides, you saying she got sent to Raw through the Superstar Shakeup, or she's a free agent, that's no excuse. That's no excuse. It's a lame excuse. That is the most typical thing that a fan would say. SmackDown is losing superstars. The Bella Twins were on SmackDown. Not Brie, but Nikki was. And now she's full-blown Monday Night Raw. Wikipedia has confirmed she's full-blown Monday Night Raw. And now WWE.com has updated it to where Nikki and Brie are both full-blown Monday Night Raw. And now they just revealed today that Tamina is now full-blown Monday Night Raw. How do you find this perfect? How does anyone think this is great? You're taking talent away from SmackDown. How is that fair in any way? Sure, I don't give a shit about Tamina, but you're taking talent away. SmackDown is losing talent because of your self-righteous bullshit. SmackDown should be getting talent, not taking talent away from them. It's bullshit. And I'm absolutely annoyed that people constantly go on about how, and I hate how people are so delusional. You're all so delusional. You're all a bunch of fools that fall for this crap. Every person who believes that this is great TV, oh yay, we got the return of Tamina Snuka. How awesome is that? Monday Night Raw's division is so great now. Tamina Snuka being added to the Raw roster only diminishes her, and it only diminishes that she will also be held hostage because Ronda Rousey is the women's champion. It does nothing for Tamina's career. It does nothing for her. Yeah, what a great welcome back. What a great welcome back, Tamina. You lost. You lost your first match back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Tamina. Everybody gave that shit to Emma every time she came back from an injury, and she was a part of a losing team every time she came back. People always made fun of her for that. Oh, welcome back, Emma. You're still a loser. Well, it's the same thing with Tamina. Welcome back. You're still a freaking loser. You were a loser on SmackDown Live, and you're going to continue being a loser on Monday Night Raw. Tamina Snuka shouldn't even be on SmackDown, shouldn't even be on Raw in the first place. She should have came back from her injury, appeared on the Blue brand. But no, every wrestler must be on Monday Night Raw. Everybody, because Tamina Snuka is Nia Jax's cousin, she has to be on Raw. She has to feud with Nia Jax. We have to get that Nia Jax-Tamina dynamic, because they're both related. Bullshit. Bullshit. This show sucks. Seriously, this show sucks. I don't understand how anybody can enjoy this piece of shit. We still constantly get the same matches! But you call this great? You call this good TV? We keep getting the same matches every single week! How is this great television? This isn't great television. This is boring. More Shield and Braun Strowman nonsense. We get 2 World Cup matches. And what are the matches? Oh, go figure. It's Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. But Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Sorry, wrong name. But you get my point. This is how freaking annoyed I am. This is how freaking annoyed I am with the bullshit of this show. I botch and I make a butcher and I make myself look like an idiot. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler, and then we get Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Great, perfect WWE. Yeah, let's keep putting the same 2 guys in a match, even though the fans have seen this 100 times already. We've seen this over and over again, but the fans love it. The fans love this feud. The fans love seeing great matches. We'll keep putting these 2 guys in great matches. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care how great these matches are. They could put on 5-star freaking classics all I care, and I'd still come on here and say the same thing. We've seen this match already. I was even vocal about repetitive matches on an NXT. When we saw Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano for a 3rd time, I was saying this has to be the end of the feud. I don't want to keep seeing them feud. I don't want to continue seeing them fight each other anymore. And they've moved on. They've moved Gargano onto something else, which I don't know where he's going to go. And they've moved Tommaso Ciampa onto Velveteen Dream. That's all I asked for. And funny that, I asked for the same shit here on Monday Night Raw, but typical old man Vince wants to keep giving us the same old crap over and over again. Seth Rollins beats Drew McIntyre by countout to qualify for the WWE World Cup. Who cares? Who freaking cares? It's to determine who is the best in the world. More like the best in WWE. If this was really a World Cup, you'd be grabbing great talented wrestlers all around the world. It's called a World Cup. World Cup. It's called a World Cup to determine who's the best in the world. You go all around to other wrestling promotions and pick up talent to join in. But because it's called WWE World Cup, it's more like, we're determining who is the best in the world in WWE. But still, we've already determined who's the best in the world in WWE. Chris Jericho and technically CM Punk. Technically CM Punk and technically Chris Jericho. But Chris Jericho's not in WWE anymore. He's busy with New Japan. So I guess we have to say CM Punk is the best in the world in WWE. Because that's what he called himself. But I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care about this World Cup. I don't care about Crown Jewel. Even though we kept making videos for Vince McMahon to cancel the pay-per-view. And it seems like that, well, maybe he was just trolling us all along. it makes it sound like that he was trolling us all along. He's not cancelling Crown Jewel because we saw a tweet that he was cancelling Crown Jewel. He was putting his relationship with the Saudi Arabian people, and they're going to move on to another pay-per-view. But no, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like that tweet was nothing but a troll just to try and make us forget it. Good on you, Vince. Good on you. Nice way to troll your audience. Seth Rollins wins by countout. I don't care. Nia Jax, Ember Moon versus Dana Brooke and the female who shouldn't even be on this brand, Tamina. Like I said, welcome back, Tamina. You're still a loser. Nia Jax and Ember Moon get the victory. I don't care. Why are Nia and Ember Moon teaming together? I've got no freaking idea. You have already ruined Ember Moon. Ember Moon was one of the most talented females in NXT who had skills and talent to be the future of this brand. But because she wasn't one of your creations... Oh, but because Ember Moon wasn't one of your creations, now we'll bury her. We'll relevant her to nothing more than just teaming with Nia Jax. Brilliant! That will definitely show Vince McMahon, that will definitely show Triple H that I do not care about NXT talent. Ember Moon should be in title contention. I don't care. She should already be... To be honest with you, she should already be Women's Champion, not freaking Ronda Rousey. Ember Moon pinned Alexa Bliss while Alexa Bliss was... What, was she still champion during that period? I don't know, but I don't care. Either way, Ember Moon has pinned Alexa Bliss before. As far as I remember, if you pin a former women's champion, if my memory is correct, if you pin a former champion, whether they're champion or if they are a former champion, like what they did with Mr. Kennedy back in his early days when he was building his reputation, he pinned 8 former world champions, and that put him in line for a world heavyweight title opportunity back in the great days of SmackDown Live. Here, you pin a former champion, you get Jack. In this new world, you pin a former world champion, you get jack shit. Or if you're in Natalia's case, you can tap out Alexa Bliss during her time as champion, but you still get jack shit. How many times have I seen a person either pin a champion or pin a former champion or tap him out, depending on the finisher? How many times have I seen a person beat a former champion, or if they are currently champion, and they get nothing? It's bull! It's bull they get nothing! So Ember Moon's 2 victories over Alexa Bliss. She's beaten Alexa twice. I've got good memory. Ember's beaten Alexa twice, so it basically means nothing. Great way to have Alexa Bliss put over a new talent, Vince, without even rewarding her. Bullshit. The Bella Twins confront the lousiest champion on the planet, Ronda Rousey. Why should I care? Why should I care about this? WWE has their... Vince McMahon has got what he wanted. He's got his little erection, his little Divas match. This following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Raw Divas Championship. There's no such thing as women anymore. According to Vince, it's all about the Divas. So stupid. So stupid. I don't care about the Bella Twins turning heel. Even though we all saw this coming, I don't care. Bella-lution. Bella-lution has begun. Great. Great. Now we got to put a wrestler's name in front of the word evolution. Or have the word evolution get taken out for a wrestler's name. Huh. Who was the one female that did that years ago? Oh, I believe her name was Emma. She called herself Emma-lution. No one had a problem with that. No one had a problem with that. Emma-lution. Now we get Bella-lution. What are we going to get next? Nia-lution? Ronda-lution? What else? What else? Alexa-lution? Mickey-lution? Riot-lution? What are we going to get next? Any other wrestling name with the word evolution involved? Give me a break. Becky-lution? Charlotte-lution? Give me a freaking break. I don't care about this Bella-lution that they are trying to pull out here. It's stupid and it's unnecessary. So much for go Brie mode and go more fearless. Because that's what the t-shirts they were promoting. Go Brie mode. More like go botch mode. Do more fearless. More like do more nothing. Because that is the best example of the Bella Twins. They botch and they do nothing to deserve their opportunities. There you go. I've buried the Bella Twins. Dolph Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose. Who do you think won? Dolph Ziggler. Because they're continuing the whole storyline of Dean Ambrose, starting to get pissed off that he wants to leave the Shield. And they had a little argument after the match ended, and Baron Corbin being a genius, being a certified genius, being the best GM that he could ever be, he says this. As the acting general manager of Raw, I can see the Shield are having issues. And the best way to see the Shield finally break up is to put them in a 6-man tag team match against Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Why? Because acting general manager Baron Corbin knows what's best. And of course, the fans have seen this before, so I will do it again, just so that the fans could see this match for a 1,000th time. Thank you, acting general manager. Brilliant, Baron Corbin. Brilliant stuff. I'm glad you're learning very well from the old man, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I'm proud of you. Oh my God. If my memory serves me correctly, we've seen this 4 weeks in a row. We broke the streak of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the Ascension. Great, we finally broke that record. We finally broke that record. Their record's over. They had 6 matches in a row. Great, that record's over. Now we've got Finn Balor and Jinder Mahal. That match is now closing in on the record. This is the 4th time we've seen this. I don't care if it's a mixed tag on the Mixed Match Challenge. I don't care if it was Bayley versus Alicia. I don't care. It's the same match all the time. And now, the Singh brothers are back. Both Singh brothers are back together. Whoop-de-doo! Whoop-de-friggin-doo! Is that going to make a difference for Jinder Mahal's career? Absolutely frickin' not. I don't care about Jinder Mahal. He was a bad champion in WWE. He's one of the worst champions in the history of this company. So why should I care that both Singh brothers are back? Whoop-de-friggin-doo! You got the Singh brothers back. That didn't even make a difference. Finn Balor still beat Jinder Mahal. That didn't make a difference. Bobby Lashley. Then he has a match with Tyler Breeze. I'm sitting on my bed. Can someone tuck me in very, very nicely and put me to sleep? Seriously, I can't take this crap anymore. Monday Night Raw is one of the worst shows I've ever seen, especially with the shit we see on here. Yes, I understand they're building Bobby Lashley up now that he's a heel. Great. This is what you should have done with him when he first came back. You should have built him up as a dominant force. Seeing Bobby Lashley sell and take all these bumps and smiling to the cameras, telling how much he loves his 3 sisters, and having Sami Zayn have 3 guys dress up as females just to pretend that they are Sami Zayn's sisters. This is the Bobby Lashley we should have gotten from the beginning. Dominant Bobby Lashley, who goes out there, destroys his opponents. That's it. That's all that Bobby Lashley should have been doing since he came back. Good on WWE for another boring match. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James confront Hall of Famers Trish Stratus and Lita. You know my feelings about Hall of Famers coming back for matches. I just don't care. Now I know why they're back. It's for Evolution. It's to celebrate Evolution. But with the reports saying that they want them back a lot longer than after Evolution, that is where my problem lies. I'm sorry guys, you can say all you want. It's so good to see Trish and Lita. You can suck up to the fact that they are Hall of Famers. We gotta be happy to see Hall of Famers. I just don't care. And I'm gonna care even less because of the fact that WWE want Trish and Lita to stay longer as a tag team. And obviously this is setting up this whole women's tag team titles nonsense. Having Trish and Lita come back a lot longer is bad for business. You're bringing more part-timers back. It's not all about part-timers. It's basically saying Vince McMahon doesn't trust any of the newer girls on his roster. What does that tell you? He doesn't trust any of the newer girls he has on his roster. So is that why he keeps bringing people like the Bella Twins and Tamina to Monday Night Raw? Because there are girls on the roster he doesn't trust? So he brings these people to Raw because he doesn't trust people like an Ember Moon, like a Sasha Banks, a Bailey. Then send them to SmackDown. Oh right, you still handle SmackDown. I forgot, if you send any big... And I also totally forgot, if you send any big names to SmackDown, it will make SmackDown more relevant. Who cares? Sasha and Bailey belong on SmackDown now anyway, considering the amount of women you have on your damn roster. Moving on. I'm not going to talk about this. I don't care about this tag team match. Trish and Lita are going to bury Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Fate, case closed. Baron Corbin, he books Kurt Angle to wrestle in a match on Monday Night Raw against the AOP. And I don't care. The Conquistador. Whatever. I don't care. Even though it's supposed to be Kurt Angle. Again, I don't care. Natalia versus Ruby Riott. So Natalia, she takes on the Riott Squad. Ruby Riott. Alright, so she's got Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan out there. What is the best thing to do? What do? Do you A, go down there in a disadvantage? Or 2, you bring out 2 allies that have nothing to do with you. If you've picked the second option, then you're absolutely right, and it makes absolutely no freaking sense. All of a sudden, Bayley comes out, even though she was just out there moments ago with Finn Balor, and then we get a returning Sasha Banks. Great, it's great to see Sasha back, but she's right back where she was. She's right back where she was. Irrelevant in a feud with the Riott Squad. That's where it all ended. That's where it all started for Sasha, and that's where it ended with Sasha. We haven't seen Sasha since the Riott Squad feud. Huh, ironic, she's now back again in a rivalry with the Riott Squad. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is this the best you can do for 2 women like Bayley and Sasha Banks? Never mind Natalia. Now all of a sudden she's not helping Ronda Rousey. Even though she said on Twitter, I'll always have your back, Ronda. I'm your best friend. I'll always have your back. Yeah, where were you in your opening? Where were you in Ronda's segment, Natalia? I find it ironic. I find it very ironic that, you know, I'm glad I got Twitter, so that way I can follow through everything that goes on Twitter and on TV. It's so stupid how Natalia would rather have Sasha and Bayley help her in her battles with the Riott Squad. Where all she had to do was just bring out Ronda Rousey. That's all the backup she needed. Because all Ronda has to do is just do a couple of judo throws, and Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan are out of the picture. But no, because Ronda's busy doing her own thing with the Botch twins, Natalya has to go pick up 2 more allies. Bayley and Sasha Banks shouldn't even be feuding with the Jobber Squad again. Seriously, I'm really getting annoyed. The longer the Riot Squad stay together, the more I hate this group. Because every time you get a Riot Squad match, you always have someone coming up with a few extra extra people. That's how it works with the Riot Squad. You verse one member of the Riot Squad, oh, I'll bring out a couple of friends, just so then the other 2 don't get involved. You kidding me? And it's funny, the match ends in disqualification. Sarah Logan gets involved. Wow! Even with the backup, even with the 2 backup you had, Sarah Logan still got involved. Brilliant! Brilliant plan, Natalya. You had Bayley and Sasha Banks out there, and Sarah Logan still got involved in your match. Brilliant. And then an all-out brawl happens between these 6 women. I do not care. Welcome back, Sasha Banks, but I just don't care. She's right back where she was. It's stupid. Apollo Crews, he interrupts Elias, or he confronts Elias. And, you know, if this is a beginning push for Apollo Crews, I'm all for it. But at the same time, though, does anybody care? I'm all for a new push. I'm all for a new superstar finally getting pushed. But at the same time, does anyone care? Does anyone care about Apollo Crews enough for people to take him seriously? You've had this guy on the main roster since 2016, and he had all the potential in the world. He still does, Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews still has potential. He's got a ton of potential. He has undoubtedly a lot of potential to even be a future WWE champion. Not a tag team mid-card guy. He could also be a future heavyweight champion. But the fact of the matter is that you've had this guy on the roster for so long, nobody cares. And you've done nothing with him during that period. So no one cares. I'm all for new talent being pushed, but I don't see this doing anything for Apollo Crews. Then we had the main event. What did I say just earlier with acting general manager? Baron Corbin? He puts the Shield versus the Pack. Or the Dogs of War. Whatever the hell they want to be called. Braun, Dolph, and Drew. The Shield get the victory, of course. And then Braun Strowman cracks the shits and he starts beating up on Dolph Ziggler. Drew McIntyre delivers a Claymore and walks out. If this is the end of the Dogs of War, all I'll say is, thank God. Thank God. Because I don't want to see this anymore. Honestly. I don't want to see this anymore. Hopefully this is the end of this feud. Hopefully this is the end of this entire charade of boring bullcrap matches. I just don't care. So that was your Monday Night Raw, guys. That was your Monday Night Raw. Your Monday Night Raw rant video. That's pretty much all this was. This was just a stupid bullcrap show that made absolutely no sense. Now I'm gonna go have my dinner, because I think having my dinner will be much more exciting than Monday Night Raw. And I'm going to be watching some videos on YouTube, which I'm pretty sure that will be even more exciting than Monday Night Raw. See you guys next. See you guys. Well, actually, before I say that, I better do my usual. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up, comment your opinions down below, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so, and be sure to follow me on my Twitter at pballantyne95. Link will be in the description down below. And thank you all so much for joining me for this Monday Night Rant video. Monday Night Raw Rant video. And I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review. See you guys then.